And we're back with some Dracula 3, Path of the Dragon. Last time, we spent an entire half an hour figuring out how to use the reagents to check blood type. A little misleading puzzle, because we were also given the option to make checks on their anomalies, but that wasn't part of the puzzle at all, I guess, so we probably have to do that later. But once we figured out that those were not part of the puzzle, it all fell into place. Very cool puzzle, ultimately, I think. Alright, Florian just gave us, or is it Florescu? Yeah, Florescu just gave us Bram Stoker's Dracula. Dracula by Bram Stoker. Oh my... Tell me. Oh my god. Is this the actual book? Is this the actual book? Hold on, I have to Google this. How many pages is Bram Stoker's Dracula? Bram Stoker's Dracula. The movie is more famous, obviously. 1999 novel Dracula. Bram Stoker, yep, this is it. Does this say how many pages it has? Okay, let's just like... Okay, let's just like look at the first 10 words. Because it is public domain. Alright, first page. Oh my god, it is. This is his actual book. What? I can even open the book at a random page. What? Oh my god. It's got like foot... What? This... Oh, I love the meta breaking. Using an actual book, giving you the full text of said book. This is insane. I was captivated by this novel. And you know the strangest thing? The author used Vlad Tepes as his model for the character of Dracula. Vlad Tepes? The what? The very same one. The one you used to rule from the castle of Twilight, whose ruins you must have noticed. Vlad Tepes, nicknamed Dracula. Alright, so I think I understand a little bit about what I should expect from this game now. This is the type of game that will produce 48 unique reading cutscenes, will include the entire text of Bram Stoker's Dracula, and expect you to read it, as I can tell, because there are like notes and hints and stuff on different pages. And I'm loving this. This is way more amazing than I expected, and way better than the first two Dracula games, if I might say. The first two Dracula games were a lot of fun. I liked them a lot. They were much cheesier than this. This is much more well put together and much more detailed, and I'm all for it. Professor Kruger called while you were out. I can guess what comes next. He wants me to call back as soon as possible. You don't really want to, if I'm not mistaken. Professor Kruger is a great scientist. He worked with Martha and now insists on continuing her research. But I haven't a research scientist's soul. Anyway, it's too much work. Now isn't that a shame? Oh, please, Father, no sermons. I promise that I'll take it upon myself to finish the analysis he wants from me. Could you give me a medical point of view concerning the belief in vampires? I'm afraid not. For me, vampires are romantic fictional characters, not just subjects to be studied. Some members of the parish say they were cured after praying to Saint Martha. In fact, I did observe several spontaneous cures, but you know, this sort of thing happens relatively frequently. Spontaneous does not necessarily mean miraculous. Everything is possible. Are you sure Bram Stoker's Dracula is really Vlad Tepes? Stoker speaks of this Wabade Dracula who earned his nickname attacking the Turks beyond the great river at the very border of their country. That clearly signifies Vlad Tepes. That prince spent his youth as a captive of the Turks. Afterwards he fought them fiercely. What does Dracula mean? The word has two meanings, devil or dragon. Did the novel of Dracula have much success? I've never heard of it. It's been translated into every language, and I've heard that the director, Murnau, is going to do a film version, but I don't know if I will have the opportunity to see the movie. It's 1920. It's a little early to be talking about movies, I think. Isn't it? I think they had movies. Yeah, it's like maybe 10 years too early for people to be talking about going to the movies. So it's a little early, but I think she's okay. It's 1920. And I knew that movies were watched in big cities in the late 1920s during the Great Dust Bowl and the crash of the stock market. Maybe I should check my film history. I met Stephen Luca. I like him. One day he came to the dispensary and took a picture of me. He gave me some prints. So you like pictures of yourself, huh? Well, I have a lot too, if you want to see them. Janos Peckmaster, a history student, is staying at the inn. I know him. He came to the dispensary too, to give his blood. It's very kind of you to visit me, Father. Alright, so we have the entirety of Bram Stoker's Dracula, the novel. Can I say hi to your dog? Fidel, lie down. Okay. Alright, well that was crazy. Absolutely insane. To be given the entire text of Bram Stoker. I have to talk with Janos. I wonder if he knows that this great hero, Vlad Tepes, served as the model for Dracula the Vampire. And having expectations of me reading it is, I'm going to say very bold, to say the least. I like it. I like that they're like, hey, read this. What the hell? Someone in there? Is this the gypsy woman? Someone here? Maybe they're up here. They parked and went up here. Hello, Janos. I have a surprise for you. I've just been ordered to conduct an investigation into vampires. What do you know? Anything can happen. I was talking about the same subject with Stefan Luca, who just arrived at the inn. He is kind of a fanatic and firmly believes in the existence of vampires. You should question him. You are more useful to me because you are a historian. I have several questions to ask you, particularly about Vlad Tepes. For my investigation, I have to consult a historian specialized in vampire mythology. The recognized expert on the subject was Professor von Bergen, the great Orientalist, the man who crisscrossed Asia for an English Secret Service. The very one. At his death, the superb collection was bequeathed to his successor, Professor Irina Boxau. Speak about her to Stefan Luca. I think he has her number. So Professor Boxau would be the person to consult? Without a doubt, she possesses remarkable pieces on the subject you are interested in. A manuscript of the biography of Vlad Tepes in particular. Good. I shall get in touch with her. Do you know that this Vlad Tepes, whom you so admire, is considered a vampire? That legend is forged by his enemies. Stoker was inspired by it to write a very bad novel. What do you know about the path of the dragon? It is a journey of initiation that some traditions associate with Vlad Tepes. Most likely because Vlad was called Dracula, which means the dragon or the devil. But it's more related to occultism than to history. Professor Boxa will fill you in better than I can. I visited Dr. Maria Florescu. I assume she took some of your blood? She gets everybody to contribute. No, that's it. Alright. Alright, have some berries. Some berries, yo. There's like nobody here. Is there really nothing to do here? Nothing at all? Not that I can see. Okay. Okay. Alright. Well, let's... let me see if the, she is here. Luana! I just want to see if it's her wagon that's out there. What do you know about vampires? Certain things, but I also know the virtues of silence. What do you know about the Castle of Twilight? As much as I want to know. Are you acquainted with the name of Dracula? I have a feeling that before the end, you will know more than me about the dragon. Oh, so you know he's a dragon. Very suspicious. Suspicious. Suspicious wishes. Suspicious as a fishes. Suspicious fishes. Suspicious as a fishes. Janos Peckmaster told me you knew Professor Van Vergen's successor in Budapest. Irina Boxau. I tried to contact her, but I was rejected. She's incredibly mistrustful. It's a shame because I think she knows a great deal about the path of the dragon. Do you have her phone number? Who knows? Maybe I'll be luckier than you. Do you think so? Possibly. You are a priest. That inspires trust. Call 445827 in Budapest. But whatever you do, don't say you know me. I do have a sexier voice. One that people will probably want to hear in a lot of different games. Number, please. Oh, this is Father Arno Moriani. Hello, Professor. At the request of my hierarchy, I'm investigating the persistence of certain superstitions. You are an authority on questions of folklore and popular beliefs. You flatter me. Let's say I've had the good fortune to inherit the library of my predecessor, Professor Hermann von Bergen. But tell me, what exactly is your investigation focused on? I believe in those imaginary creatures called vampires. Vampires? You're interested in vampires? Just to demystify them, the Catholic Church wants to fight this superstition. I have very serious reserves about getting into the subject. I am in great demand, you know. Could you be more precise about the framework in which you're conducting your inquiry? I was entrusted with it by Monsignor Felicio Briganti of the Congregation of Rights. If need be, you can contact him by calling Vatican 63. Your references are serious. I'll accept to help you, Father, but I don't trust the telephone. Could you visit me at my office in Budapest? Certainly, as often as tomorrow, if that's all right with you. Very good. I'll expect you. Oh, I forgot. I was told that you possess a volume related to my inquiry. A biography of Vlad Tepes. That's true. Professor Van Vergen left me Michel Bayham's account in verse. It was a 15th century manuscript, very precious. But did you know that the German prose version was reprinted in 1905? It's a brochure entitled Geschichte Dracula Wade, brought out by the Friends of the Vatican Library. Published by the Friends of the Vatican Library. In that case, it won't be difficult for me to procure a copy. Goodbye, Professor. Goodbye, Father. Is this actually gonna be like a country hopping, a globe trotting sort of game? Are we gonna go to multiple locations? Because it seems like this is where the vampire is. Greenleaf Rest-Home. Could I speak to Father Gregorio Nijescu, please? This is Father Arno Moriani. This is Father Gregorio Nijescu. Hello, this is Father Arno Moriani. How is your health, Father? Not very good, actually, since you ask. Well, what good does it do to talk about it? Prayer is my only comfort. Goodbye, Father Gregorio. I wish you a good rest. Oh, I called the wrong person. I keep doing that. Not Gregorio. Number, please. This guy. You're gonna start talking? Am I waiting on something? Hello? 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 Did I soft lock? Is this a soft lock? What's going on here? Is it seriously soft locked? He's moving. Hello! I think it's soft locked. We'll give it another 10 seconds. Alright, that's unfortunate. Alright, everyone, give me a second. I gotta... Presumably... I can't even go to menu here, or move my mouse. I'm gonna have to hard close it. Alright, we're back. Let me just load back in. Oh man, we're gonna have to do a bunch of okay. Let's see if I can remember it real quick. I was type B. Luca was O. And AB? B. I think this is the way it was. No. Dang it. Oh god, okay, we're gonna have to do this again. Ah. Right, blue. Yellow. Pretty sure I was B. So then we need 14. I'm 14, so then we need the 3 before that. So 11, 12, 13. 11. 12. And 13. So this is Lionel. Lionel is AB. That's fine. Wash this out. We'll just skip through the dialogue. This will only take a minute. And then Peckmaster. Peckmaster Cypher Diaz. It's type B. Okay, we got it. Peckmaster Cypher Diaz. Cool. We unlocked this. Cool. Race through all of this. Alright, let's get out of here. Let me out! Let me out! We gotta go over to Janos. Okay, we get out of here. This way. Talk to Alright, we'll save right here before we use the phone. Alright, let's go back to it. Number, please. Okay, well, let me call Briganti. This is Colonel Felicio Briganti. This is Father Arno Moriani. I intend to go have a discussion with Professor Irene Boxau in Budapest to complete my file on vampires. Very good. Will you be coming back to Rome directly afterwards? If you don't see any problem with it, I'll go back to Vladiviste first. I'll be more tranquil there to write up my conclusions. An excellent idea. You'll be able to take advantage of the fresh country air. I also plan on spending a week or two in the country. I'm secretly a vampire. I almost forgot. Could you have a work that was published by the Friends of the Vatican Library sent to me? Certainly. It's a bound volume. Mdcccxx Dracula, reprinted in 1905. No problem. I'll send it to you at your inn. Let me insist on one point, Arno. For your research, it's important that you consult the best scientific experts. We need the authority of a doctor and a historian to support your conclusions. I understand. And after you've finished your work, make sure you get some rest. Goodbye, Your Eminence. Be well, Arno. Here? Okay, we did not soft lock that time. I guess this means I like trigger a sleep. Huh? How do I trigger a go to sleep? Take the train. Oh, right. Right. There's a train. Forgot about the train. But of course, the train. Oh, Zana, I'm leaving for Budapest for a day or two. Would you please keep my room? Well, that is... Naturally, I'll pay you for my keep, even for the nights that I'm not here. In that case, of course, Father, I'll keep the room for you. I'm gonna come back and like half the town's gonna be dead. Oh yeah. Oh, do you know what this means? Do you know? Do you know what this means? This is a fast travel map. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm freaking out. This means this is a globetrotting game. Oh, Vladiviste. So cool. I thought that this was like supposed to be on the border. This is not on the border of anything. This is like dead center of the country. But I mean, back in the Turkish Empire was like up to here-ish, something like that. Maybe it was a little higher. I'm not sure. Maybe Vladiviste was on the boundary. What? This cutscene is widescreen. Come on. Why are the cutscenes widescreen? Who dat? Is that Forescu? Budapest, 8 a.m. The coolest thing about Europe is that it actually does take almost no time to get from place to place. Herman van Bergen, 1820 to 1913. Oh, that's the exit. Okay. Come in. Father Arno, I presume. No. No, the concierge told me what I needed to know. You have a wonderful place. Sometimes I just have no time to... All of the art objects... No. All of the... Oh, I can't do it! I can't switch voice! I know his reputation. He was a great traveler. And a distinguished trip. No, but tell me, did you have a pleasant journey? Yes, thank you. I admired the Transylvanian landscapes, then I fell asleep. You've come from Transylvania. From Vladiviste, to be precise. The homeland of Vlad the Impaler. You made the right choice of locales to investigate vampires. Herman went there too when he was young. Okay, now I have a moment to actually think about what voice I want for this woman. Maybe something high. My voice changes with the seasons, and during some reasons I can do sort of like the old bag sort of voice better, but right now it's not one of those seasons. I cannot do an old woman voice very well. Frank! We'll do that. I'd be curious to know why Professor Van Vergen went to Vladiviste. He never told me. I've had various hypotheses, of course, but I must confess, the question intrigues me, and to think that the answer might lie behind you. What, you mean in the safe? The personal papers of Herman are in this strongbox. He died suddenly and didn't have time to give up the number. Can I try to open it? I'm no expert in the matter, but with a little luck. I'd be very grateful if you managed to open Herman's strongbox. This is like a whole thing. Wow, look at all this stuff. It's a composite recurve bow. A lovely item. Oh, it's her talking. A lovely item, is it not? Capable, apparently, of piercing someone's nostril at 200 meters. But also a very handsome object. Herman brought it back from his travels. I need her. She speaks very quickly based off of how long the dialogue's up. I really need to pick up the pace. Can I actually go around exploring? Okay, well, let's take a look at this. Vespera. This lock is incredibly noisy, or has my ear become more sensitive? Cool. So you mean this is a... Ah, okay, I can't get over how clearly I can hear the mechanism. It's extraordinary. So that really gave you a strong hint. What, really? MD? MD? What? Is this not going to be a word? There's no way this could be a word. Mdcccxx. This guy clearly did not use words for his passwords. Okay. Mdcccxx. At least it's not another C. Mdcccxx. This guy really knows how to choose passwords. I found the combination. Mdcccxx. It looks like a number in Roman numerals. Yeah, I thought about that, but then I was like, this number is absolutely massive.
Thank you for opening the strong box, Father.
Or
a wax cylinder and a letter. Let's see the letter. Very interesting. Are you familiar with the name of Bram Stoker?
he's the author of Dracula. I had the opportunity of perusing the novel.
This is a letter from Mr. Stoker.
Dear Master, what? This is an interesting way for Bram Stoker to address someone. I must admit that your last letter caused me some grief. I hereby hope to reassure you and above all convince you that I did not misuse the fascinating history that you recounted to us at the Beefsteak Club. Above all, please know that I have never doubted the gravity of the matter. It is precisely for that reason that I have found it to be a good source of inspiration. I understand that you do not wish to be troubled, since all you did was perform your duty. However, during that memorable meeting at the club, you most certainly suggested that we employ prudence and discretion, but you did not require us to keep an absolute secret. Interesting. What is this thing?
This cylinder was cut with a process that's no longer in use. I have to find a machine that can read it. I'll keep you informed.
Okay. Cool. Alright, let's take another break. We're pretty far into this stuff here. I really need to speak faster. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.